Hello, good afternoon, students. In previous class, you have already learned about various types of diseases which is caused by different types of pathogens. Like communicable disease is spread by the different types of pathogens like bacteria, virus, fungi, helminthes, protozoans, etc. So, after discussions and after studies of the various types of diseases, now we discuss the immunity. So, immunity is most important for all living organism, which also provided resistance power to fight against the pathogen. So, now I am going to discuss immunity. Immunity, the ability of the body here is the host, to fight against the diseases causing agent is called immunity. Immunity are of generally two types. First is innate immunity, second is acquired immunity. Innate immunity is in born immunity. It is adaptive immunity. Acquired immunity, it is clear for their name. Acquired means outer side, acquired from the outer side. So it is adaptive immunity. Innate immunity is inborn from the birth. So now discuss innate immunity. Innate immunity is classified into four different types of barriers. First is physical, second is physiological, third is cellular, and fourth is cytokinin barriers. Innate immunity, it is present from the birth and is inherited from parents. It is non-specific types of defense. It consists of four types of barrier systems that prevent the entry of pathogens or foreign elements into the body. So first we discuss physical barrier. Physical barrier, it is first line of defense. It prevents the entry of pathogens. It prevents the entry of pathogens into the body. Best example of physical barrier are skin. So skin is the first line of defense. First of all, it prevents the entry of pathogens into the body. Second example is mucous membrane. Mucous membranes of the different tracts like digestive tract, respiratory tracts, and our urinogenital tracts, which also helps in trapping microorganisms. So these are the way by which the physical barrier prevents the entry of pathogens inside our body and also increase our immunity. Next barrier is physiological barrier. Physiological barrier like tears from eyes, sweat, acid in stomach, saliva in mouth also prevent microbial growth to prevent from the diseases. Next barrier is known as cellular barrier. Cellular barriers like WBC. Cellular barriers includes the special types of cells in our body which kills the disease causing agents. These are like WBC. These WBC like polymorph nuclear lymphocytes, that is neutrophil. These are the symbols of polymorph nuclear lymphocytes, leukocytes. This is neutrophil. Second is monocyst known as natural killer lymphocytes, which is present in the blood, and third is also known as the macrophagus, which is present into the tissue. So these are the barriers of innate immunity like cellular barriers. Next, cytokinin barriers. Cytokinin barriers is a kind of protein which is called interferons. Interferons is a kind of protein produced by virus infected cells protect non-infected cells from the further infection. So interferons is the best example for cytokinin barriers. So interferons is a type of proteins which is produced by virus infected cell. For what purpose? To protect non-infected cells from further infection. So these are the 4 different types of barriers of innate immunity by which the foreign germs are prevents from the entry of our body. Second type of immunity is known as acquired immunity. Acquired immunity is the pathogen specific immunity. It is not present from the birth and it develops during an individual's lifetime. So it is also known as the adaptive immunity. Active immunity is classified into 2 different types. First is also known as active immunity and second is known as passive immunity. Active immunity are classified according to their function is artificial as well as the natural. So acquired immunity discuss its characters of acquired immunity. This type of immunity is acquired either by encountering the disease or by vaccinations. It has the following characters. So acquired immunity is acquired by encountering the disease or by vaccination. So these are the characteristics of acquired immunity. First is also known as the specificity. First, it has the ability to distinguish many different foreign molecules of antigens. Next is memory. Memory, it is a unique features which help in producing an intensive high secondary or anamnestic response when the pathogen attacks the secondary genes. Secondary response. So memory is a unique features of immunity which helps in producing an intensive high secondary and anamnestic response when the pathogen attacks second times. And third is also known as discriminations between self and nonsense. Second attacks, that means when the immune systems encounters a pathogen for the first time, a primary response is produced, which is the low intensity. So, memory of this encounters with the same pathogen is also formed. So, first response produced by the memory is very low intensity, but on subsequent encounters with the same pathogen, the secondary response is produced, which is very high intensity because of the memory of first encounters. That means कि first memory is low and second response is the high intensity. Now discuss the discriminations between self and non-self. This type of immunity is able to recognize and responds to foreign molecules. Foreign molecules, non-self, and can avoid response to those molecules that are present within the body, that self. The molecules which is present within the body is self, and the foreign response of the molecules which is also known as non-self. So the type of immunity is able to recognize and response to foreign molecules and can avoid response to those molecules that are present inside within the body. Now, types of acquired immunity. Types of acquired immunity. Acquired immunity, it is two types. First is active immunity. Active immunity, and second is also known as passive immunity. Passive immunity. Active immunity, it is developed due to contact with pathogen. Active immunity is contact with the developments of pathogen, dead or living pathogens or its antigen, and that leads to productions of antibodies in the host cell. It has no or only few side effects. Active immunities has very low side effect or no side effect. It is slow but long lasting immunity. It takes time to develop its response. So active immunity has no or few side effects. Its best example is vaccinations of the different types of diseases, like vaccinations of polio, vaccinations of DPT, vaccinations of measles, vaccinations of meningitis, etc. are also the examples of active immunity. And you know well, vaccine is made up of dead or living microbes or living organism. So it has very side effects or approximately no side effects, but long lasting effects, but it is slow and its effect is long lasting. It takes time to develop its response. Next type is also known as passive immunity. Passive immunity is developed when ready-made antibodies are directly given to the body to produce body to protect the body against pathogens or foreign germs. So passive immunity in which the ready-made antibodies, prepared antibodies are directly given to the body for what purpose? To protect body against foreign body or agents. It may cause a reactions. In passive immunity, after taking antibodies, it also cause a reactions. It is fast but least only for few days. Its best example like antibodies received by fetus from mothers through placenta during pregnancy. These are the best examples of antibodies. Next example, we put up antibodies in the colostrum, and colostrum is the milk which is rich for the antibody like IgA rich antibody. Tetanus antitoxins are also best example for the passive immunity because it also creates the reactions after taking. So this type of immunity is known as passive immunity. Then we discuss immunity response. Immunity response. Immunity response are of various type. First, primary response. Primary response then secondary response. Secondary response, primary and secondary response we have already discussed in the types of acquired immunity and characteristics of acquired immunity like discriminations and memory of the acquired immunity. Next, third is also known as humoral immune response. Before discussions of humoral response, first we discuss primary and secondary response is carried out with the help of two types of lymphocytes. First is lymphocyte B, two types of lymphocytes. One is lymphocytes B and lymphocytes T. Both are primary and secondary response carried out with the help of two types of lymphocytes. So B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes which are classified under humoral immune responses. So it is mediated by B lymphocytes or B cells. So B cells produce army of proteins called antibodies in response to pathogens. So humoral response is classified with the help of the lymphocytes T and lymphocytes B. Lymphocytes B or B cell, it is mediated by productions of antibodies in response to pathogen. So B cells produce army of proteins, produce proteins called antibodies found in blood in response to pathogen. So now it is a type of proteins. Which type of proteins? Army proteins, antibodies, which is found in blood, and these antibody in response to pathogen. So it is also provided the protections against the pathogen. Lymphocyte T or T cells. T cells helps B cells, that means lymphocyte B, to produce antibodies. So humoral immune responses is created and it is mediated by antibodies in the blood and lymph. Lymph means humor, so it is blood and lymph. Next, cell mediated immune response, CMI. C stand for cell, M stand for mediated, and I stand for immune, or another name is cell mediated immunity. A stand for cell mediated immunity. Cell mediated immunity, in which the T lymphocytes, cell mediated immunity is mediated by T lymphocytes. It is responsible for graft rejections in organ transplant because of its ability to differentiate into self and non-self were discussed in the characters of acquired immunity is discriminations of responses. Tissue matching, blood group matching are essential before any graft or transplant, and even after this, patients are given immune suppressant all their lives. So these are the responses which is created by the immune system. So, four different types of response created by immune system. First is primary response, second is secondary response. Secondary and primary response is mediated with the help of the lymphocytes B and lymphocytes T. Then humoral immune responses, it is mediated by antibodies in the blood and lymph. Lymph, its another name is humor. And these are the under two types of lymphocytes. First is lymphocytes B. It is also known as the B cells, which produce army of proteins called antibodies. So lymphocytes B produce antibody which is found in our blood, is response to pathogens. Second, lymphocytes T or T cells, which helps the B lymphocytes to produce antibodies. And last, cell mediated immune response. It is cell mediated immunity, or known as cell mediated immunity. It is mediated by T lymphocytes, which is responsible for graft and rejections in organ transplant, because due to its ability to differentiate between self and non-selves. Any tissue matching as well as blood group matching are thus essential before any graft or transplant. Even after this, patients are given immunosuppressant all their lives. So now we discuss the structures of antibodies. Antibodies are protein molecules called immunoglobulins Ig and are of four types: IgA, IgM, IgE and IgG. These are the antibody. Antibodies are of four types. IgA, IgM, IgE and IgE, discussed in next class. Thank you.